University as an organisation are innovators in the visual environment. You know, we're constantly looking at ways in which we can develop product, enhance our offering. And one of the things that became very apparent over the last couple of years is the way that seams have reduced in technology generally has got, you know, considerably smaller. Initially we were talking many years ago of centimetres of bezels, and then those centimetres went down to millimetres. Now we're talking 0.07 millimetres in the MicroTiles screen, so there's virtually no gap at all now. And the interactivity over the last, I'd say, year or so has really gathered pace. In an awful lot of our applications now, we're being asked to consider interactivity, broadcast being one of those applications. And the ideal thing with MicroTile Interactivity Kit is that it's a modular design, and it's designed to fit either a MicroTile wall or any other kind of visual display technology. It's a true multi-touch display, plug-and-play operation, so it's very quick and easy to set up. And as I say, it can be used across many different types of visual display products. Again, I think the idea of having a creative display has always been very much within users' minds. The challenge has always become in terms of the content, how they can position that content, create the content for a non-standard shape. However, over the last 18 months to 2 years, the idea of creating a display that's non-standard has certainly gathered an awful lot of interest and momentum. Users now are starting to see the benefits of using a display that's very architecturally designed for their particular buildings, where the display technology is deployed and looks in place because the building allows it and is sympathetic towards it, as opposed to having a traditional 16:9 technology. Yeah, I think certainly with Spain in particular, Spain was the first European country to take on MicroTiles within a broadcast environment, with a show on Quattro TV called El Hormiguero. And that show's consistently working and operational. That particular studio has now gone into a second studio used on the Shoji cable, and they've got a very creative design in that particular studio, and it gets moved from studio to studio. So the nice thing with MicroTiles in the broadcast environment is that broadcast studios generally are very complex and challenging places to work. There's an awful lot of lighting to take into account, there's cables, and they're not particularly large rooms either. So the nice thing with MicroTile is it has a very small footprint, it has high resolution, very visual, very impactful colours and content, and particularly now with the 0.7mm screen, it's a virtually seamless technology. So from a broadcast standpoint, it fits and ticks every box in that it's small, it's compact, yet still gives you outstanding image quality that can be viewed close up, whether you're in the studio or indeed through the camera. And what we're also seeing now within studios is that the interactivity kit is being requested more and more, particularly for news presenters or weather forecasts, or indeed sports. You know, in the way that a sports studio may use it to look at the weekend's football matches, or rugby, tennis, or any other kind of sporting environment. MicroTiles within the rental staging community has become very popular across the whole of the globe, and I think part of the reason for that is because as a product it allows you very quick and very simple setup and dismantling. It allows you to build very different shapes, to have again impactful content, so that audiences going and attending shows you know, see an image quality that they historically haven't seen before. So from a rental staging standpoint, it brings an awful lot of new technology to the market and allows them to set themselves apart from other stages. Well, MicroTiles has really found a home in many different types of applications, whether it be broadcast, as we've already discussed, retail environments, control room environments, whether it be sporting arenas. So there's a whole range of applications in which the product can suit. Again, down to the real benefits that we have as a technology: high impact, high resolution, LED illuminated display technology. So from a sustainability and a longevity standpoint, you've got a product here that will last 7.5 years to half brightness if you run 24 hours a day. So it really does offer any kind of application and end users a truly different way of presenting and showing visual displays.